All right, welcome back. A 24-year-old graduate of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Ondo State, Christopher Olusa, has set a record of 102 hours, 12 minutes of the longest speech marathon. That's interesting, right? Well, to join us in this segment of the press is Christopher Olusa himself, and together we shall be taking a look at why did he embark on that interesting journey. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
It's a pleasure. I'm so glad to be here.
So 112 hours of speech. Yeah. What inspired that?
Yeah, the inspiration behind that is to actually to represent who I am. I've always been a youth advocate, a public speaker. It has always been in my doings to address people, to talk to people. And basically, I've always wanted to make someone very dear to me proud. And that's my mom. Okay. Because she has always strived to make us better, always strive behind so many difficulties to ensure that we, our children, have better education. And I've always wanted to make her proud, and I saw that as an opportunity to do that. Aside that, to also represent who I am, like I said, Voices of Change, Inspiring Solutions for a Better World was the theme of the event. So basically what we did was to address people, inspire them on how to be voice of change, addressing several situations and issues. Okay, now do you feel this will go in any way to impact, of course, the youth, since you're an advocate? Yes, it actually did, because in the course of the event we had a large attendance of about 2,000 people coming to the venue. You know, it was a long 5 days, so people were coming in, going out, and because of the nature of the marathon, so we had the opportunity to have interactive sessions. So a lot of people were very, very inspired. You know, we had to revisit speeches of inspirational leaders from the past. Then we look at them, address them. You know, take call of actions from these words. All right, can you now walk us through the process? I know that you woke up one morning and you said, okay, I'm going to do this. But you just didn't do it immediately. There's a process that led to actually achieving what you dreamt about. So can you walk us through the process? Did you write to Guinness Book of Records? What was their reply? And how were you able to pull this off? Yeah, we decided at first, let me say, when I say we, I mean myself and very close friends of mine who later became managers of the whole event. Let us do something in our state, Ondo State. Let us put our state forward. Let us showcase our resilience, our talents, and then being a kind of person that I've been earlier, a youth advocate, someone that has always wanted to talk. I've had so many sessions. You know, I have a podcast where I inspire people. I have a brand, Talk with the Duke, where we do interactive sessions, networking events, and all of that. So we wanted to showcase that, and so we set up the team. You know, we wrote to Guinness World Records, we applied, we waited for their confirmation. The confirmation actually came 3 days to our event, which was because it was like calculated. And then we got their confirmation, and then the 5-day event started. We started on 11th of September, and we ended 15th of September. So, okay, now, did you get as much support as you felt perhaps maybe you had imagined you would get? Did you get support? Yeah, in the course of the event, yeah, within our state, you know, across the national dailies, we were getting this support. And online, we started getting the support on the first day, but a tragic event happened that swept the internet during that period, and may his soul continue to rest in peace, Mohbad. So it actually swept, because we were actually moving on Twitter the first day. It was, but when that tragic event happened, it actually drove so many attentions away from. So, but aside that, we got quite a number of support, and we are very grateful. Okay, before that, this is the interesting part. Before that, this is 11 hours. 112 hours. Yes. That's 5 days of speech. Before that, what was the longest speech you've ever done? Before that, usually the longest speech I've heard was an official speech, 45 minutes. But before the event, I undertook several mock trials. I did several mock trials. In fact, our mock trials were streamed live on Instagram, where people joined to actually see that, okay, this guy is preparing for this, and he's actually trying to make effort. You know, in my mock trials, I was doing 5 hours stretch, 6 hours stretch, 4 hours stretch, just to ensure that I trained my my vocal cords and all of that too. And because of the 5 days, was there at any point where you felt like, oh no, I can't do this anymore? on the third day, it was like
because I, for instance, I cast things and in the broadcasting firm still, but I sometimes, even in the process, maybe the throat issues, did you find any sort of challenges?
The funny part was that 2 days to the event, I developed cold, cough and catarrh. In fact, to the point where we were supposed to start, I was doubting, like, would we not postpone or cancel? But we had so many, logistics, so many, and I was like, but when I started, I just realized that it didn't affect my speaking. But on the third day, I started asking myself, who sent me?
Why am I here?
but the great thing was that after that very challenging third day, and I was able to just struggle around it, the fourth and the fifth day were wonderful. Okay,
so there have been so many attempts to break the Guinness Book of Records from different styles or should I say segments of the word. Hilda broke the Guinness Book of Records via the cooking marathon. Do you think this in any way kind of sort of motivated you to perhaps do what you did?
Oh, okay. My motivation, I would not say came directly from Ndabazi's attempt, but it came as a result of me realizing that we can actually, it's something that we can do. It's something that as long as we put because honestly, let's say after Ndabazi's cooking marathon, a lot of other individuals came up, and then we saw that, okay, these people are doing this. Let's see what we can do, that I can do, especially in my own field, and in the right way, following the right process, to ensure that, okay, we get the recognition with this. And I'm very confident that Guinness World Record will make a confirmation very soon.
Okay, so what would you like to say to youth out there who think that perhaps it's actually they want to do something, but they are not getting the encouragement, the motivation, and what have you? What do you want to say to youth out there?
One thing that is very like constant is that there is somebody that can motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. The courage has to come from within. No matter how much people want you to succeed, you have to determine to be successful on your own. So the courage has to come from within. The motivation to do it has to come from within. So if we're able to gather that from within, then showcase yourself. Let's say how people will embrace it. Because from my own experience, prior to the event, we had very limited, resources, very limited people actually saw that we could achieve it. But in the course after the second, third day, we gathered, like, so many people just had to start coming in, saying that something's going on.
Okay, also this year the challenge you took up was also to create awareness or to seek awareness about challenges faced by children with aphasia.
Yes.
So can you walk us through that?
Yes, aphasia is a deficiency that affects people hindering their ability to comprehend and to speak. When we are in this room talking now, I can talk to you and you can talk to me, which means you can comprehend what I'm saying and you can respond. But there are some people that have that disability. So the speech marathon was because we had a lot of supporters in terms of funding. So before then we announced that our funds that are raised in the course of the program will be used to support these children. And the good thing is that we've dedicated a day. Next week, Monday, we'll be reaching out to those people in the states.
Okay.
We've identified them in their places, and we are very particular about children. Yeah, so we'll be supporting children with aphasia.
Okay, Christopher, what next for you?
Yeah, what next for me is that I'll continue to do what I do best, and the good thing now is that we've gotten quite a number of attention. When I introduce people and I say Christopher Olusa, I want to do this, people now see that, okay, before I've just been pushing, but now we are getting quite a number of attention. People now believe that, okay, he has been advocating for something before, but now is so we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to talk, we're going to speak about issues that are towards positive societal change. Continue to inspire people. We continue to inspire for informed citizenship, and that has been my journey. Then climate change is something that I have added on, so we'll continue to advocate for that. So.
What about understanding the power of words? Because I also see that in your article that says this speech marathon is not just an event, it's a testament of human determination and the yielding power of words.
Yes, I proved it. My determination to actually scale through 5 days of not sleeping.
And that would be because you understand the power of words. Yes, but do you think that other people, maybe even people who came around that day to listen to you, since you said you're a youth advocate, do you think the youth actually understand the power of words.
Yeah, the thing is that we cannot achieve it in a day. We did a 5 days marathon, but we'll continue to do things that will interest the youth, things that will continue to pass the message. We cannot just say after the speech marathon, that is the end of it. We still have to reach out to more people, and then we'll continue to do that.
All right. Congratulations to you. We are very, very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
I am more proud because I don't think it's something I can do. Like Victoria said, sometimes even on the program, you're tired. Speaking is one of the most difficult tasks for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some people don't like to talk, but for somebody to speak for 5 days, I wouldn't try that. So a big kudos to you, Christopher. We really appreciate you, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, that will come to the end of today's episode of The Press, coming to you live from the Abuja studios of KAFTAN Television. So we'll come your way next time. I am Sandra Ago.
Well, I am Victoria Agbi, and it's been a very beautiful ride on this program. Please, I'll advocate that you do your best at all times, just as our second guest has made us understand, Christopher. Until next time, bye.